We are beginning with the big political story that's developing today. NCP has begun its crucial meeting to decide on the future course of action that the party is likely to take within the UPA. Agriculture Minister Sharad Pawar, meanwhile, has made his unhappiness with the way the coalition is functioning. He has made his unhappiness public, and Pawar has now decided to skip the party that's being thrown by the Prime Minister in honor of the outgoing President. The Prime Minister, in fact, spoke to Sharad Pawar and invited him for the dinner, but Sharad Pawar has decided not to go for it. Agriculture Minister has also met Sonia Gandhi, but he did so. He reached the place in his personal car. He has clearly not been using his official car for any of the purposes. And it could in fact well be D-Day for the UPA. NCP has begun its crucial meeting to decide if the party will want to move out of the UPA coalition. Kartike Sharma, Deputy Editor, now joins us with more details. Kartike, the situation seems to be going from bad to worse. Is there at the moment any middle path that can be struck?
The only way a middle path can be struck is if Congress convinces Mr. Pawar that he must come back to the cabinet, and then from there on they can start discussions. But the issue is that the crisis which Mr. Pawar has created is that he is not going to the cabinet, which means that Pawar doesn't go, Praful Patel doesn't go, Agatha Sangma doesn't go. So you have three ministers of an alliance sulking, not attending the ministerial work. And you see, the situation is even grave. Sharad Pawar is an agriculture minister. You have a drought-like situation in 6 states, and you have no ministerial meeting taking place on that count. And then on top of it, Mr. Pawar is also boycotting other state dinners like banquet which Prime Minister Manmohan Singh is throwing for Pratibha Patil. So these are the issues which has created a situation whereby no Congress manager can go to Mr. Pawar and ask him as to what are you going to do. And secondly, this is the second part of the first meeting which took place on Thursday, Maha. So today, Mr. Pawar will actually finalize what is his strategy vis-a-vis the cabinet or Delhi. This meeting will not concern the issue of Maharashtra or the trust deficit which is between them. This meeting will primarily be about as to what will Pawar, Praful Patel and Agatha Sangma continue to do. Will they negotiate with the government by going back to the government, or will they continue to stay outside and press for the demand? So in this way, the meeting will be very, very conclusive, because if they continue to stay out of the cabinet, which means the crisis will not end, and then you will have this government dealing with Anna Hazare from 25th onwards with her sulking partner.
Well, absolutely, Karthik, a very tricky situation there for the UPA, but if you could help us understand, isn't Sharad Pawar worried that the stand that he's taking at this moment, being the agriculture minister with droughts in so many states, will also tell badly upon him in his own constituency of Western Maharashtra?
I think from that perspective, Mr. Pawar has crossed the Rubicon. There are certain economic issues and there are certain other issues on which Mr. Pawar feels very, very cheated. For example, Sachin Tendulkar is a personality who is from Mumbai. He has all India stature, but Sharad Pawar wasn't aware of the fact that he is being nominated from the presidential quota by the Congress Party. Secondly, when it comes to key institutions, especially cooperatives, because that's the background of Mr. Pawar, he used to be a sugar baron. He wasn't even aware that when cooperatives were being filled by Congress nominee, the NCP was not consulted, and that's the main grounds of Ajit Dada Pawar there. Thirdly, when the white paper was being prepared by Prithviraj Chavan on the irrigation department, the Deputy Chief Minister's office was unaware of that. So I would say that I think it's beyond those little sweetheart deals. For Mr. Pawar, the picture has become bigger. It's 2014 election. It's his stature in the cabinet. It's his stature in Lok Sabha. And secondly, there are other issues which Mr. Pawar is trying to press upon, which he does not publicly acknowledge. For example, if you have Sushil Kumar Shinde becoming the leader of the house, he's a Dalit leader from Maharashtra. Then what about Mr. Pawar? For example, if Mulayam Singh Yadav, as a hypothetical situation, joins the cabinet, then what about the stature of Mr. Pawar? So, issue is much more complex than I would say that Mr. Pawar would be happy if a couple of portfolios are rotated, or Mr. Tariq Anwar becomes the deputy leader of the house. I think it's beyond that now.